Hello and welcome to the program. My name is Trisha Pikir for Nanasa News. I'm at the British Council with Miss Eva Constantaris, a data journalist with Internews. Welcome to the program. I just have a few questions for you. Could you please tell us what this event is about?
Well, this is an exciting event that's really designed to bring together the social innovators that we already know exist in Sri Lanka and get them thinking a little bit about open data. And what I mean by open data is right now there is a lot of data coming in from a lot of different sources, from governments, from think tanks, academics, and what we really promote is data-driven decision-making. So before social innovators design a solution to solve social issues, we really want them to look at the data behind the different options and choose a solution that really fits best with the topic they're trying to address. So in terms of education, what education solutions are out there? Can we look at data and see what academic areas students are weakest in, and develop a solution to meet those educational needs? In terms of unemployment, what kinds of unemployment programs would be most affected based on what industries are growing? And in terms of health, what are the most pressing health issues in Sri Lanka? And again, what talent do we have out there who can build the tools and the scientists to analyze the data to really develop a solution that will work?
What is the purpose of this workshop?
The goal of the workshop at this initial stage is really to grow the open data community. So an effective open data community has a lot of different components. It has journalists who can get the message out there. It has sources of data, so government bodies that have data, think tanks, and different data scientists and groups that can help analyze and make that data actionable. And then also new developing industries like the technology industry, so developers and graphic designers who can design effective technological solutions to really put that data into practice and into use.
What is your view on current social issues that are happening today?
Well, globally you see a couple of different streams of social issues that really lend themselves well to data. Education is one of them. As education becomes more expensive in a lot of parts of the world and more difficult to access for a lot of the population, we're looking at cost-effective solutions, often using technology to target specific educational materials to specific populations. Also in terms of the economy, bringing in people to develop solutions for things like microtasking and how to distribute work and wealth more effectively within a community.
What ideas do you intend to explore through this workshop today?
For me, what I'm really interested in exploring is how Sri Lankans think that we can make better use of the data that is available to apply those solutions here in Sri Lanka. So can we find innovators in the tech space and the private sector who are willing to work with academics and nonprofits to take the data that maybe the academics have and the outreach network that the NGOs have and really design something that will really reach the people. So at this phase, it's really getting the community together and identifying those actors who could be really effective but wouldn't usually work together otherwise.
My last question is, where else have you implemented your training around the world?
We try to bring the open data programs to places that are undergoing either social, political, or economic change. Last week I was in Palestine working with journalists on the West Bank on economic reporting. I was in Afghanistan right before the elections to look at a little bit more about how development issues can be addressed by data and how political coverage and election coverage can be more focused towards solving development issues. And our biggest program, our flagship program, is in Kenya, where I work with journalists and graphic designers and developers for 5 months to work on open data projects to solve things like county health spending and safety networks for the poor. So long-term engagement that really addresses the new flood of data that's available through open government portals and different think tanks, and applying that to develop new policy solutions, to educate populations, and to develop more engaged citizenry.
Thank you so much for being a part of our show today. Today we have Ms. Eva Constantaris, a data journalist with Internews. My name is Trisha Pikir for Nanasa News. Thank you so much. Hello Hello and welcome to the program. My name is Trisha Pikir for Nanasa News. Today we have Mr. Keith Davis, Country Director of the British Council Sri Lanka. Welcome to the program, Mr. Davis. Could you just tell us a bit more about what British Council does in Sri Lanka?
3 seconds. Hi. Well, British Council has been in Sri Lanka for more than 60 years, 65 years I think, and you probably know us for our English teaching, many English classes, our examinations work and our fantastic library, this building we're in now, which was opened by His Royal Highness Prince of Wales in November. But perhaps you don't know some of the other work we do, some of our arts work with creative industries and our work with social enterprise and social entrepreneurs. And this, we're trying to develop our library as a convening space, a space where people can come and meet, exchange ideas, a safe space to develop intellectual ideas and work together and new solutions to social problems. So our society work is aiming to deliver that kind of program.
What is British Council's involvement in this event today?
Well, as I say, we're inviting people to this centre to come and share ideas. It builds on our Futures Innovation Forum, Social Innovation Forum, where we brought together industry, private enterprise, government and the third sector, NGOs, non-profit organisations, to exchange ideas. How can they work together in a new way? And UK is really leading the world in social enterprise. Government has endorsed it, companies have endorsed it. It's a new way to tackle social problems, to bring social benefit in a sustainable way, as well as obviously profits. And so this is a follow-up to that. It's exploring a very interesting topic about open data. We've got a speaker who's an expert speaker who's in the country. We're taking advantage of her presence to bring our young people to question her and learn more about this interesting topic.
My last question is, do you have any thoughts about innovation?
Well, innovation, of course, it's a great thing. It's one of the British Council's values. We must be creative and innovative, and we're trying to be all the time. All I'll say is that we all have the capacity to be innovators, to be creators, to bring original ideas to bear. So, yeah, just let your inner innovation out. Enjoy the talk. Don't be inhibited. And I'm sure we'll find brand new solutions to old problems.
Thank you so much for being a part of our program.
Thank you.
Today we had Mr. Keith Davis, Country Director of the British Council Sri Lanka. My name is Trisha Pikir for Nanasa News. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the program. My name is Trisha Pikir for Nanasa News. Today we have Mr. Iranda Ginage, Head of Partnerships and Innovations of British Council. Welcome to the program. I just have a question. British Council's part in this event. What is their part in this event?
Well, British Council is the UK's cultural relations organisation. And recently we have taken a particular interest in developing social innovation and social enterprise here in Sri Lanka. As you might know, the UK has a thriving social enterprise sector, and there are plenty of examples of social innovations. If you ask what social innovation is about creating innovative products, services, solutions that will simultaneously solve social issues ranging from water crisis, energy crisis, poverty, malnutrition, etc., the biggest problems that the world is facing right now. But because they're business, they will continue to generate revenue and be sustainable. So this is the new model of business right now spreading across the world. So what we wanted to do as the British Council is to introduce what's happening out there to Sri Lanka and make this change happen here as well. Now, why are we doing this particular session, which is on open data? Data is essential for social innovation, because without data, without actually understanding the underlying issues, we cannot find sustainable solutions. So we thought the best way to start this social innovation process is by doing a session with an expert in the field, Eva, who will be talking today about where is open data, how to find that data, how to convert that data into more meaningful stories, and then how can we use that data and visualize them and then try to change policies, find solutions to the social issues. So that's why we're doing this particular session.
Thank you so much. Today we had Mr. Iranda Ginage, Head of Partnerships and Innovations of British Council.